On the dividend news, I do have quite a couple companies that did actually declare dividend raises. So the first one was Paycheck, which did declare a dividend raise. Paycheck declared 89 cents per share quarterly, which is a 12.7% increase from the prior dividend of 79 cents. Ex-dividend date is May 10th and they will be paying out May 25th. So congrats to all the Paycheck shareholders. The next one here is Raytheon Technologies. So Raytheon Technologies declares 59 cents per share quarterly, which is a 7.3% increase from the prior dividend of 55 cents. Ex-dividend date is May 18th and they will be paying out June 15th. So again, congrats to all the RTX shareholders. The next one here on the list is actually one from the 11 companies we were expecting to get dividend raises for the month of April, and that is American Waterworks. So American Waterworks declared 70 cents per share, almost 71 cents per share quarterly, which is an 8% increase from the prior dividend of 65 cents. Ex-dividend date is May 8th and they will be paying out June 1st. The next one here on the list, which is also part of the list we had for the month of April in the companies, was Otis Worldwide. So Otis Worldwide did declare 34 cents per share quarterly, which is a 17.2% increase from the prior dividend of 29 cents. That is a massive dividend increase there. Ex-dividend date is May 18th. They will be paying out June 9th. And the other one we did have on the list for the month of April was IBM, which they also declared a dividend raise. Not a huge raise, so IBM declared $1.66 per share quarterly, which is a 0.6% increase from the prior dividend of $1.65. They will be paying, I guess the ex-dividend date is May 9th, and they will be paying out June 10th. The last one here on the list, which was also for the month of April, guys, was Kellogg's. They actually did not raise the dividend this quarter. They left it at 59 cents, but they will be, so here's the 59 cents, but on the third quarter, they do plan to actually increase it to 60 cents starting the third quarter of 2023. So that should be about a 1.7% increase. We'll see if that increase happens. What's up, everybody? It's Antonio here to bring you episode 184 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what dividends came in, what options we placed, in general, what options we had to roll, because some of these options we have been deep in the money, so we have to actually manage them so we don't get exercised. But in this video, guys, I actually do also have 4 companies that are expected to raise their dividend, or at least announce a dividend raise in the month of May. These actually companies, I'm not 100% sure if they will raise their dividend or not, but we will just throw them out there since I do actually do this type of video at the beginning of every month. So we will see. There's actually one company, which is actually, I'm going to go ahead and say it, but it's Pepsi. They did announce a dividend raise, but I'll show you guys, just because we keep it typically on Seeking Alpha is when it shows up around May. So we'll jump into that, guys, but I do want to show you guys, every Sunday we come back. Our main focus is this here, guys, which I do have scripts for it, but our main focus is to try to get our monthly dividends income to about $325. We're trying to get that by the end of the videos. This should be a lot higher, so definitely stay tuned and we'll see how much we increased it, because we did buy some SCHD and we're accumulating those shares and just continue to create that snowball and allowing it to compound much faster. But yeah, guys, by the end of the video we should see this a lot higher. You'll see here on the annual dividends we are still at $819.35. We are actually just waiting on the JP Morgan dividend, and we should see this a lot higher. I will actually make a video on Tuesday for how much we made in dividends for the month of April, so make sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification so you're notified when I upload those videos. And then on the quarterly, guys, we are at $819.35 still. We should actually start Q2 of 2023 once we are done with April. And guys, on the options premium, we are actually officially done with April. We made $525.21, which is actually pretty cool. It's actually the least amount that we've made for this year so far, but that is okay because one of our major goals is to try to at least get 400, which actually, if I pull these up for you, we can go over the 2023 goals. And so as you can see, the first goal is actually to reach 20,000 subscribers. So we're on our way to that. I'm not sure if we'll reach it, but that is all up to you guys. If you definitely appreciate it, definitely consider subscribing with that notification if you're new to the channel or a returning viewer that hasn't subscribed yet. As well, if you don't mind dropping a big thumbs up on the video, it goes a super long way because it does help promote my channel. But goal number 2 is to reach the $325 per month on average. We're working on that every single week, no matter what the portfolio is doing, no matter what the market's doing. We're continuing to see this increase every single week, and we'll continue to see that. I'm pretty confident that we will reach this goal by the end of 2023. So I will deposit some more money as we go forward. Number 3, which is reach $118,000 invested of my own money. We are at $112,200, so we're getting there slowly but surely. Every single Sunday we see this increase. Goal number 4 is to continue to dollar cost average $100 every single week at a minimum, guys. You guys have been seeing it every single Sunday. This week again I did deposit it. I'll show you once we jump over to the Schwab history. And then guys, goal number 5 is to also add an additional $100 every time a dividend pays, or a company pays me out a dividend. I'm actually considering this to actually pay, or at least buy the $100 worth of that company before the ex-dividend date, so that I could get that dividend for that quarter, plus the drip, plus the additional. It just compounds much faster. And then goal number 6 is actually to reach about $400 per month on average selling options. We're destroying that one, guys, so we're definitely above 400, and it's very, very awesome to see that, because all that income we're generating, we're putting it back into the portfolio so that it can work harder for us. But if I show you guys here the dividend payout, you'll see that we are still waiting on JP Morgan's dividend, which is actually supposed to be today. I don't think it'll reflect into the account until tomorrow, and then we'll finally wrap up the month of April. We should get a juicy dividend from JP Morgan. But the next thing I'm showing you guys here, we'll kick these scripts off again. This is another script I do have. It gets all the positions in my portfolio, and it actually sees up if any new companies are announcing dividends. So you'll see like Costco, they did declare a dividend raise last time, so it picked that up as well, 13% increase. But anyways, what I wanted to show you here is that instead of me waiting till they pay me out the dividend and then buying $100 worth of that company, I will probably end up doing it right before the ex-dividend date. That way we actually get the dividend for that quarter, plus the drip will get reinvested, plus the extra 100 will start working harder for us. So like for Costco and Starbucks, I might be able to buy that this week, and then we'll get the drip going much faster, which will be very, very nice. So let me know what you guys think on that, because remember, on the ex-dividend date, the actual price of the company does drop by the amount of dividend that they do pay out. But I think it'll be a safer bet to just go ahead and buy the $100 before the ex-dividend date, and just let it compound much faster there. But the other thing I want to show you real quick is just the options income, guys. We're destroying it here, $4,348.45 for the first 4 months of the year. Can't wait to see what we're up by the month of December. Definitely exciting and super motivating. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. So you'll see that the portfolio is at $200,571.09, which we are up about $951.05, which is about 0.48% in the green. Comes in up to be about $12,460.85 on the 2-year change, which is about a 6.62% in the green, which is very nice. Again, I wouldn't mind seeing the red, because it allows us our buying power to be worth a lot more, because those $100 we continue to cost average every single week allows us to buy a little bit more of the companies, and allows it to compound much faster instead of just purchasing it in the green. If I show you guys here the positions, you'll see that we are up about 65.5 0.54% in the green, which comes out to be about $68,812.86. I have been investing since 2019, so a couple years now, and we've been getting some pretty decent returns. And then if we look, we do have about $26,762.57 and our cash ready to deploy. I'm slowly deploying it. I'm slowly dollar cost averaging. I'm buying majority of this amount. I'm trying to put this into SCHD because it's just such a great ETF, and it allows me to diversify all this income and allows us to grow over the long term for this. But you'll see here that we do have 2 covered calls on Apple for a strike price of 141, which expires next week. Apple does have earnings next week, so this will be super volatile. We'll see if what happens with this. I'll definitely have to roll this over. Apple does plan to raise its dividend. Hopefully next week we should see how much they raise it by, and we'll see JP Morgan as well. This one does expire next week as well with a covered call. We are actually right around, actually this would expire worthless at the current moment, but we'll see what happens if we have to roll it or not. The next one is Altria, which we have it at $46, which expires next week as well. This one we are in the money, so we will have to definitely manage this one and roll it. And the next one here, guys, is Microsoft, which also we have a covered call at $275 strike price. This one actually expires about a month away, a little bit over a month actually, till June 16th. I did go up in value because I had it at about, I believe, $272, so I went up $3, and we'll see what happens with Microsoft. I'll continue to dollar cost average, and I'll continue to roll this covered call that we do have open, because Microsoft after earnings just popped and it went up quite a huge amount, did a huge run there. As well for Nvidia, we do have that one covered call for 160. I'm just continuing to manage this one. I'm hoping that Nvidia, all these big tech companies, will have a nice pullback because they just have been going up and up, especially with inflation not really going down. And yeah, everything in the economy is such in a weird state right now. So I'm hoping that we do have a huge pullback. I'll be able to close a lot of these covered calls out pretty much for pennies, and we'll see. Otherwise, I'll continue to roll them. And then you'll see here Starbucks, Lockheed Martin, Visa, Costco, Union Pacific, and Waste Management. We'll eventually get these to 100 shares, and then we can enable covered calls and allowing this set of money here to start generating crumbs and allowing our portfolio to grow much faster. Here, guys, we do have 410 shares of SCHD, guys. Very awesome. We have about maybe $30,000 invested in this now. We've been dollar cost averaging. I have about maybe another $27,000 to invest more, and you'll see here we do have a couple options here. So we have a cash secured put for SCHD that expires on the 19th of May. For $71 strike price. They paid us about $29 or almost $30. So if the SCHD closes below $71 by the 19th of May, I will get assigned 100 shares. Plus, I also get to keep the $30. If it doesn't, if it closes above, then I just keep the $30, which is very nice. It's a nice way to get assigned shares of SCHD. I have another one for $72 strike price, same exact expiration, but they paid us actually $49 almost for this one. So we'll see what happens. This one will be very exciting. I wouldn't mind getting assigned 200 shares at these prices with SCHD, and definitely going to continue looking forward to it and continue dollar cost average on SCHD. If I show you guys here the performance, we are actually up in the green by about $6,559.60. So we're slowly going up. Hopefully wish we could go back into these lows, which you know, with the market conditions we might have a nice pullback. The Fed is planning to raise rates next week, so we'll see how the market reacts. We'll potentially create some great buying opportunities, but we are at 3.23% in the green again, definitely going in the upwards direction. We'll see right here on the investment income. So we are projected to make about $3,444.84, which is an average about $287.07 per month. For May, about $111.28, and then for June, which will be very, very nice, $483.45, and then July, $266.47. Definitely excited about that. Again, this is the beauty about dividend growth investing, because if we have a huge pullback in the stocks, I guess in the stock market, we will still continue to collect those dividends, and they will actually get reinvested and have more buying power. So it would be, I'm looking forward to a market crash, because it will allow us to take some great opportunities there for the long term. And if we look at the history, guys, we can actually show you what we did this week. So if you guys can see here, we do have it to start from April 24th, 2023, all the way till the 30th. You'll see that we actually did fix the calculate dividends button. I need to make a video for that for you guys, because I know a couple of you guys have requested that. So I'm hoping to make some time for that for you guys. If we scroll to the very bottom, we can actually go ahead. All of this stuff was expired from the previous week, but on the first one, on the 24th of April, we did a sell to open. We placed that cash secured put on SCHD, which was a $72 strike price, which expires on the 19th. And then they paid us about $48.34 after fees. And then the other one we did on the 24th, we did a sell to open, a cash secured put on $71 strike price that also expired on the 19th. They paid us about $29.34 after fees. And then on the 25th, 26th, we deposited $300 into the portfolio. And the reason why was $100 to dollar cost average. And then we were expected to get the JP Morgan and Altria dividends. So I went ahead on the 26th, bought JP Morgan, about $100 worth of JP Morgan, $100 of Altria. And then I actually bought on the 27th, we did buy 10 shares of SCHD. SCHD traded down all the way to $71.14. So I took advantage of that, and we're going to continue to dollar cost average and increase the positions in this ETF. On the 28th, guys, we actually had to roll this, so we ended up doing a buy to close, a Altria $46 strike price with that expired on the 28th of April. We paid $132.66, and we rolled it. We did a sell to open, which was we stayed at the same strike price, which is $46, but we rolled it till the 5th of May. We actually collected $143, so we got to keep the difference. So that's about $11 or so that we made from the roll. The next one we had here, guys, which was a roll on Apple. So you'll see we did do a buy to close, covered call 141, strike price that expired on the 28th. We paid about $2,725, and we did sell to open, which was the same exact strike price, just till the next week on the 5th of May. They paid us $2,741, so we got to keep the difference, which is about $16 there. And then we repeated the same thing for the other 100 shares of Apple, because we do have 200 shares of Apple here, and we made roughly around the same amount. So that was very, very nice. And then if we look at the next one here, we actually had to roll our Microsoft as well, because after earnings it did pop up. So we did a buy to close. We bought back our $272.50 strike price covered call that expired on the 28th. We paid $3,318.66, and then we actually rolled it all the way till well, I guess we went up in strike price to $275, which is around about $300 difference. And then we went all the way out till June 16th, 2023. They paid us $3,402.31, so the difference is what we got to keep. I had to roll it out further because I did want to move up in strike price. I didn't want it to happen like Nvidia. In case Microsoft continues to move upwards, I have a little bit of wiggle room to start moving up in strike price there. And then you'll see the last one we did, we rolled our Nvidia, so we did a buy to close 160 strike price that expired on the 28th. And we paid $11,630, but we did a sell to open, which was on the same exact strike price, but till the 5th of May. $11,639 is what they paid us. So we made about $9 or so. And then the last thing we wrapped up the week with on the 28th, we got the Altria dividend, a juicy payment of $115.38. Very, very awesome there, guys. Let's go ahead and see how much we made in dividends for this week, guys. Completely passive. Go ahead and click on the calculate dividends. $115.38. This is very, very awesome passive income at its best, but the script I do have available for free. I will make a video shortly, but it adds up all the dividends on the page. Very, very awesome, very convenient. Yeah, let's go ahead and go on to the first company that is expected to raise its dividend in the month of May, guys, and that is Leggett & Platt, guys. LEG ticker symbol. Currently trading about $32.31. I have Seeking Alpha pulled up with the dividend scorecard. They are in the consumer discretionary. Dividend yield is a 5.45%. Annual payout is that they pay you $1.76 per share that you do have annually. Payout ratio 76.65%. 5-year CAGR is a 4.10%. Dividend growth, I believe this is actually higher. They are dividend kings, and they do pay out quarterly, and they do pay out about 44 cents. So if I show you guys here the dividend history, and you'll see here on the 5th, or I guess May 17th, 2022, which is last year, they paid 44 cents. And if we look at the previous quarter, was 42 cents. Again, on 2021, if we look, May 3rd, 2021, they paid 42 cents, and then the previous quarter 40 cents. So sometime in May we should hopefully see a raise from Leggett & Platt if they do plan to do it. Again, a lot of these 4 companies I am going over, they might or might not actually raise the dividend, but we will see. Just wanted to go ahead and announce these in case they do. But the next one here was Pepsi, which again, they already announced it in February. I believe it was a 10% dividend raise, but for Seeking Alpha, it won't pop up until right around May. So if we look at the dividend summary again, 2.41%, annual payout is $4.60, payout ratio is 65.71%. 5-year CAGR is a 7.39%, and I believe they are actually dividend kings. So very, very awesome. They do pay out quarterly, which is the frequency, and they pay out $1.15 for every share you hold for every quarter. And they are in the consumer staples again. Dividend history. If we scroll down here, you can see that 2022, May 3rd, they actually paid $1.15, and then the previous quarter $1.07. And then on 2021, May 4th, 2021, they paid $1.07, and in the previous quarter $1.02. So right around the very beginning of May, we should see this pop up with Seeking Alpha. Very, very awesome there. The third one here, guys, is AMT, American Towers Corporation. They are in the real estate sector. Dividend yield is a 3.05%. Annual payout, they pay out $6.24 for every 1 share you do own. Payout ratio showing that it's 200, over 200 actually. 5-year CAGR is a 16.96%, and then dividend growth 10 years. They do pay out quarterly, and they pay out $1.56 every single quarter. If we look at dividend history, every time American Towers, every single quarter, they actually just raise their dividend. But in the previous quarter, they did not raise it. But I did want to throw it out because May 19th, 2022, they raised their dividend. And you'll see on the 2021, May 27th, they did raise their dividend. So we might or we might not get a dividend raise from American Towers, but I did want to include it. Let's go over the last one, guys, which is CLX, the Clorox company. Currently trading about $165.62, and then they are in the consumer staples. Dividend yield is 2.85%. Annual payout is $4.72. Payout ratio is obviously showing that it's 141, and then 5-year CAGR is a 6.29%. Dividend growth is 45 years, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I know they're getting closer to the higher end there. Dividend frequency is quarterly, and its amount is $1.18. Dividend history here. I can show you guys is that in 2022, this one was actually a weird one. They actually waited till all the way till July before they raised the dividend $1.18, and then versus the previous quarter $1.16. But if we just take an example for 2021, you can see that June 2nd, 2021, they paid $1.16, which is also a weird one. But if we look at 2020, May 19th, 2020, they were paying $1.11, and then the previous quarter $1.06. And then on 2019, May 20th, 2019, $1.06, and then the previous quarter 96 cents. And you can just go previously on the previous years. It's always been around May 19th, May 20th or so. So we'll see what happens if they do actually announce it. That is the last company that potentially could raise their dividend, or they could potentially not. But I just wanted to throw those out there. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, by actually seeing how much we grew the dividend snowball this week. But you'll see we already have a copy of this over here, so we are ready to go. One thing I do want to go over is the options premium. So you'll see here that we did make for the month of April $525.21, which on the graph it actually looks like it's the least amount that we've made so far, but that is okay, because remember that our goal is to try to at least go above 400 at a minimum. But you'll see we actually made for the first week $127, for the second week $161, and then the third week $24, and then the last week $211. So very awesome there. And all of these crumbs do add up and comes out to be a total of $525.21. If we look at the previous months, very nice income here, totaling out to be $4,348.45. So we've already surpassed last year's, which is very nice. Definitely can't wait to see what December looks like, the total income, guys. So that is very sweet. If we look at the dividend payout here, again, we do have JP Morgan coming up. And let me go ahead and kick off the scripts, see if any new companies actually announce dividends for us. So Portfolio Tools, get latest dividends. Give it a second or two, it'll go out and wipe this and go out and see if any new companies announce dividends. Looks like there are a couple, guys. Again, I do have tutorials for all this stuff available for free. All I ask in return is that you're subscribed with that bell notification, and you support the channel by dropping a big thumbs up on the videos. And then you'll see that we did get Visa and I believe Lockheed Martin, so very nice. Again, all these ex-dividend dates, guys, I might actually end up going ahead and purchase them this week. That way we can collect the dividend, and the following quarter we can get paid even more. So we'll see what happens with that. But let's go ahead and actually go ahead and wrap up this video by trying to go over to Empower and grabbing the latest version of our portfolio that contains all our position purchases. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see this green button, it's called Copy Holdings. What this does, if you click on it, it copies the holdings of my portfolio into the clipboard. Then we can jump back over, right click, paste special values only, and then we are good to go. It should have the latest purchases. So if we go over here to holdings, this is currently showing the one from last week. So once we go over to Portfolio Tools, update Portfolio Holdings, this will get wiped and it'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. So let's go ahead and get started there. Click on it, you'll see it start calculating. There it goes. And if we jump over here, you'll see our income hopefully continue to go up, our projections, and we'll see how much we increased it. So you'll see that it's done. Dividend yield projected is at 1.61% compared to 1.59%. So we did go up, and that is potentially because the portfolio or some of my positions could have actually gone down. If we look at the dividend yield on cost, this actually did go up, so 3.07%, which is pretty good. My dividend yields for me is 1% to 3% is a great dividend yield for me, because I do have a 10 to 20 year time horizon before I potentially try to touch these dividends. So it's going to allow us to compound these dividends, because a lot of the companies I'm invested have a 5-year double-digit CAGR. if we look at the yearly income, we're projected to make about $3,221.98 compared to $3,187.23 from last week. So we went up quite a bit there. On the monthly, we went up about $3 or $2 or so to $268.50. On the week, we went up quite a bit, so that's pretty nice, $61.96. And then on the day, we went up about 10 pennies. So every day now we're making 10 more pennies. On the hourly, guys, we're making 37 cents now compared to 36 cents. So we went up 1 penny. So every hour now we're making 1 more penny on the hourly work wage. This is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $1.55 compared to $1.53. So I guess they were doing such a great job, they got a raise, and eventually we'll try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes. But yeah, guys, this is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know if if you guys own any of those 4 companies. We are expected to hopefully see if they do raise their dividend or not. Again, as well, let me know how much you guys made in dividends for the month of April, and as well options. If you do options, remember options is a great vehicle to achieve and fire and a lot quicker. So I'm using options to hopefully help me reach that goal much quicker. And yeah, this is all I have for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification, drop a big thumbs up on the video, and if you stuck all the way to the very end, be sure to drop a hashtag raises, because we are expected to get some some raises this coming month as well. We got some very nice dividend raises this past week. So I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.